Hi guys, how you doing? As you can see from this title, this video is going to be all about diabetes, and also I'm going to give a little bit of my testimony of what God has done and so forth. Gosh, I don't want to commit, but I'm gonna commit. I'm starting a series called Making Up with God. So Making Up with God is going to be a series where I just kind of talk all things God, loving Jesus Christ. I feel like I can owe God one video a week and if I could save one person, I'm gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna always try to relate it to real life experiences, because I feel like sometimes as Christians or just as people in general, we want to talk about things but we're not specific, or people don't see like you can just come and say, yes sis, God is good, but you're not actually telling me how God is good. And you know, so I'm just kind of gonna do that. So please expect to see that, and yeah, subscribe if that will be something you're interested in. And if you are a current subscriber, thank you so much for holding tight. And we're about to do this, right? Recently bought this foundation, which is by MUA, and this is supposed to be a substitute to the Fenty foundation, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to I was very late. I was a late comer to the Fenty. This is it. Tried it once, tried it twice. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't like it. It's a bit too cakey for me. But I was like, you know what, honestly guys, I don't like what's happening right now. The sun is literally setting. This is stressful, honestly. Let's pray to God to like deliver us from stress. But let me know if you want to see a video of me talking about these two foundations. This is the MUA, which only cost, okay, I'm gonna say £5, I don't know, and this costs about £35 or maybe 30, I don't know. But although this looks bigger, it's literally the same size. There's 30ml in here and 32, you know. So just to start, on the 1st of November of 2018, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. And honestly, that's like a story on its own. Maybe let me know if you want me to do like a story on how I was diagnosed, because yeah, it was a lot. If you don't know diabetes is pretty much a condition where your pancreas stops producing insulin, which means basically you're always gonna, your sugar is going to be elevated now, because you know something's happened to your pancreas and it's just, you know, either not producing enough or just totally died out and not producing any insulin whatsoever. And the type of diabetes that I have is type 1 diabetes. Honestly guys, not the best color payoff, but we're gonna work on it. Honestly, work with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like looking a bit tanned and orange. Okay, I'm from up north, and you know, you're not wearing makeup if you don't look orange. If you don't know much about diabetes, there's type 1, there's type 2, there's even other forms of diabetes. The one that I've got, not only is it you know, it's not type 2 that most people would know, which is just, you know, you get diabetes because you're due to your health. Do you get what I mean? Due to your weight and everything like that, or you know, poor eating habits. Do you get what I mean? But all because of age, and that's type 2. You get type 2 due to your age, but as you get older, you know, it's like your organ starts giving up. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's how I see it. If I eat, my sugar's gonna go high, and basically high blood sugar in your body is not something you don't want, because you're gonna die. You're not gonna die, but yeah, you're gonna die. Like, it's gonna, if you guys have seen, I found this out the other day basically, but if you've seen the adverts like all over London at the bus stops or billboards where it's saying to you like obesity is the #1 cause of cancer, and I learned this the other day, that cancer, like, quote me if I'm wrong, but cancer lives in fat cells. If you're not fat, but yeah, if you're fat, bigger or whatever, you're prone to have all these kinds of sicknesses. And it makes sense when I heard that cancer lives, it thrives in fat cells. I was like, okay. Nobody's really explained to me how type 1 diabetes manifests. Like, of all the research I've done, it's something that is like unexplainable. Nobody can pretty much say it, and especially me, that I've gotten type 1 diabetes at a later age, because this happens to it used to be called juvenile, and it would be something that you would get when you're younger, because you know you're born with a condition that whatever. So when it happens to me, someone of my age or even older, you guys, this setting powder I got from Poundland, and I live by this. It cost me £1. They still stock it at my Poundland. It's by Maximal. Amazing, amazing. The one that I have, it's not type 2, where, you know, type 2, at least if you got it, you can control it with your diet. You know, it's not so bad because you can take pills depending on the condition that you're at. You can just take pills, go about your day, not eat whatever you like. But type 2 kind of means that you've hurt your pancreas, but you've not damaged it. There are some people that they get to a really bad place with their type 2 diabetes, and what that means is their pancreas is not producing any insulin at all, so they're going to have to be on insulin. Just another tip that I do, I like to put my setting powder on my eyebrows just to kind of keep it not oily throughout the day. I don't bake because this setting powder is amazing, but I just kind of let it sit. I have a pancreas which produces zero insulin. About a month ago, I would just cry. If I just hear diabetes, I'll just start crying, like, because I can't believe this happened to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best Christian, but I'm a good person. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you ever go through life thinking, why me? Like, but hey, things happen. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, like, my whole life has been, it's either been something or another. And not the worst thing, the best thing with me and my life and things that I've been through is that I always end up coming out of my situation. Always end up coming out of my situations. And with this, I kind of just wanted to be like to God, like, okay, you've given me this, what do you want me to do with it? I just feel like the black, I don't want to say black because I don't know, but I know African community, or maybe Congolese, but I speak for Africans, we have this thing where we're very hush-hush with a lot of things. And this could be like how you succeeded in life, like how you got into that top uni, or how you got into your job, or how you making your money, or just things that could be beneficial to the next person. And another thing that we're very, very secretive with is health and people's health conditions. Like, I don't know, I've heard stories where a lady died. She was a mom, single mom, died in her house, in her flat. She really doesn't talk to people much, as in her neighbors didn't really know her like that. She doesn't talk to people much. So a situation happened where she died in the house with her son, and because her son had like a special, either he was really young or he had like he was a special needs child, so he didn't know what to do when his mum died. And guess what happened? The son didn't know what to do, couldn't call the police, nothing like that. And the son literally just lived there by himself, by his mum, for, I think it was, they estimated it, about 2 weeks that he just stayed there by his mum's side until he too died, and he probably died of hunger. And this was in this country, United Kingdom, and the lady was Congolese. Like, if you know about this, probably let me know. You probably know more information. But I remember the news said something like the lady, she was she had like a sickness or a condition, probably like sickle cell, not sickle cell, she suffered from epilepsy or something. If somebody knew, which I don't know if anybody knew, but it's just a case where if somebody knew, she would not have died, and it would not have taken 2 weeks for someone to notice they were missing. Does that make sense? 2 weeks. But just to kind of show you, like, we're very hush-hush with our things, and I'm just making an assumption. I don't know the story, but I'm just thinking, like, if you know I have a sister or I have a friend that suffers from a specific condition, if they go missing for 2 weeks, like, I'm checking for you. Does that make sense? I don't want it to be something that I'm ashamed of, but I want to embrace it, and I want to know how, you know, I don't know how long I got in this earth, and I want to know how I can help the next person. And just because of the whole situation, I changed. I became so angry. I could not believe it. Like, I was just angry with the world, angry with God, angry with myself. But as I speak today, I can honestly, hands on my heart, say that I'm over it. And yes, it's going to be difficult, and it is difficult, if you know, because every day of my life I have to prick my fingers. If you don't know, prick your fingers. Like, I have to test my sugars, you know, 5 times a day, they say, to know the level what my sugar is at. You know, there's foods that I can't eat, and you guys have been wondering how I've been losing weight, because I've had to cut out sugar. A bitch cannot eat sugar because I'll die. I cut out carbs. I can't have carbs because carbs turn into sugar. So that's why the weight has been dropping, and it's not been a matter of, like, anybody that's come and asked me, a lot of people's been asking, oh my god, how have you lost so much weight? Like, I'm not on a diet. I'm not trying to be on a diet. I've changed my lifestyle, and I've told that to everybody that has asked me. Like, wow, you guys are seeing me, like, in real time how long it takes me to do my makeup, and I'm quite shocked how I'm doing it really fast. I've got another story of, like, the wonders God has actually done for me, like, so far with my diabetes, because it's like anytime I go to the doctors, they look at me like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I'm managing. Like, God is good kind of thing. But it is what it is. So, you know, I'm not gonna lie, there's another testimony behind that too. But just to kind of give you an example, like, this happened to me just before I turned 25. To this day, I don't know why it happened to me, but up until last month, I was like, I'm not going to cry about it anymore. You guys know I don't live with my parents or anything like that. They're back home, or my family. So luckily for me, when this happened, my mum was on her visit that she just comes and sees me, and I cannot imagine. This is why I kind of just wanted to come and talk about the testimony and kind of just, like, relate it to God, because how did it just happen with me? I never believed that. This is the part where I'll probably get emotional, but I try not to because I'll ruin my makeup. But how did it just so happen that I was going to deal with this when my mum was here? So she was my support system. My mum was here for me, and had she not been here, I would literally probably go. And honestly, I painted my nails. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to waste money getting my nails done. I said, I'm not that bitch. I'm going to save my £30. What is this? £30 every 3 weeks? Me? Said, I'm going to save my money. Let me buy nail varnish, paint my nail. The next day it starts cracking. What is it? Cracking? Is that what they say? There's a word to it. But, like, look, luckily I had my boyfriend with me. And yeah, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, it was the worst day of my life, but I'm moving on. And the way I kind of wanted to come and do this video, and that isn't just the testimony, and how I kind of want to go through this whole series that I'm doing, is to go through, like, a verse that I've read within that week that has really touched me and come and express it here. And if you guys got a Bible, you got a phone, while I'm lining my lips, turn to Psalm 66 while I'm lining my lips, okay? Psalm 66, guys. For this video, I'm just gonna focus from verse 10 to 21. I'm gonna be wearing MAC. Gosh, I've not worn MAC lipstick in so long. That's why I don't even know how to say it. MAC Persistence. and I forgot how much I love this lipstick. I actually forgot how much I loved it. It's actually perfect. And then my other new favorite, which I've actually run out and I need to get another one. I actually need to throw this away so I can buy another one, is the Primark PS My Perfect Nude. Oh, Pink Teddy. Pink Zeddy or Pink Teddy. And if you want to be look sweet and young, you know, you gotta have some lip gloss. Like, just look at that. I've changed. Guys, sorry about the lighting in this video. Honestly, I can't control it. You know what? That's like literally me done. I've actually done my makeup. Anything that I haven't got is my liquid liner, which I'm just going to line. But yeah, because of my lashes, I actually don't need it. Let's turn our phones to Psalm 66. And I'm just gonna focus from verse 10. So, for you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. You brought us into prison and laid burdens on our backs. You let people ride over our heads. We went through fire and water, but you brought us into a place of abundance. Okay? I will come to your temple with burnt offerings and fulfill my vows to you, vows my lips promised and my mouth spoke. When I was in trouble, I will sacrifice fat animals to you and an offering of rams. I will offer bulls and goats. Come and hear, all of you who fear God. Let me tell you what he has done for me. Now, when I read this, I was like, a story of my life. Like, this is now my new favorite verse. I was reading this, I was like, yeah, until it says, come and hear, all of you who fear God. Let me tell you what he has done for me. And I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna evangelize. Like, honestly, at this point I was like, do you know what? We just don't share the news enough, like, to people. Like, we don't let people know the wonders. Like, I'm not gonna lie, guys, my name is Merveille de Dieu, Merdi, my other name, and that stands for wonders of God. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my life has been full of wonders, and I'm not gonna be a good Christian, or I'm not gonna be a follower if I can't tell the next person what God has done for me. There's a lot of people that grew up as Christians that have become atheists, or they're just non-believers in general, and we can't be good Christians if, one, we're not good people, and two, we're not actually showing the world what God has done for us. You can't expect people to become Christians or come close to God when you're not sharing what the benefits of being close to God is. Sometimes we feel, like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot has happened in my life or with people that I know, people close to me, and you kind of will question yourself and be like, really, does God exist? Like, why did God allow this to happen? And I feel like that's a question that a lot of people ask, and a lot of non-believers ask, like, why if God is real, why does suffering happen? Like, guys, I kid you not, it was not God that started suffering. The reason there's suffering in this world is because of man, okay? God gave us the freedom to be whoever we want and to do whatever we want, okay? We eat whatever we want, like, to the point where I feel like some of the sicknesses that manifest in our bodies, it's because of the world, like the manufacturers, like what they're feeding into us. Like, you know, I don't even blame people when they become, if you're doing it for the right reasons, when they become vegetarians, because you're buying this chicken, you don't know how they made it to. I don't know if you've seen these videos of GM, how they even make chicken. A whole chicken, it will be, even fish will be foam. Like, you just can't trust it. Although, you know, it would be nice to be a Christian, and you know, God just favors us, and, you know, good if you don't have to experience health issues or death or whatever. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're in the world and suffering will happen, things will happen. But the thing about it is, if you don't have God, I don't know how you can handle that stuff, because everything that I've gone through, the only thing that has got me to the next place or got me over it is Jesus Christ. Like, I kid you not. Like, let me tell you something, people that are destined, like, if you have a calling to your life, yeah, you cannot be a man of God, woman of God, whatever, if you can't show to the world what God has done for you. If you've not been through something, how can you surely know that God exists? Like, does that make sense? We witness miracles. That's how we know God exists. Like, we go through things in life. I don't know what's happened in your life or whatever, but see how you came out of it. That's how you know God exists. Do you get what I mean? Like, especially in this world that we're living in, so superficial. Ugh. I'm diabetic, but you know what I said to myself the other day? I want to be the sexiest diabetes. Honestly, I can't even, I don't know. You look at me, and a lot of people look at me, it's kind of hard for them to even see the struggles that come with it, because I look good. I look good. And you know why? It's because of the wonders of God, guys. I kid you not. It's because of God's mercies. Like, you don't know why that had to happen to me, whether it be so that I changed my lifestyle at 25 and not go about things the way I was doing it, so that maybe with how I was going, you don't know if I would have died from, okay, I don't know when I'm going to die, but you don't know if I was going to, at 28, I would have died from a fucking heart attack, because with one of the risk factors that come with diabetes, if it's untreated, is heart conditions. So guys, I might even have a longer life span than the average person. You know why? Because I'm now I watch what I eat. Although it's hard, I watch what I eat, and I'm just living the best lifestyle that I can possibly do. I've really told myself to start looking at the positive and stop focusing on the negative, and that would have just been a testimony. Like, guys, I kid you not, this happened to me. Don't act like I didn't buy a BMW. Sorry, let me just brag. Don't act like I didn't buy a BMW a couple of months after. Should I come and cry? Come and what, die because this happened to me? No. You don't know. Had that not happened to me, I probably wouldn't have been as driven as I am now. And let me just say, paid for cash. Okay. Like, my boyfriend says, like, you know, sometimes you go to church and you see people rejoicing, their life is good. I just got a new job. Yes, God is good. Like, when you've been tested, that's when you really know how good you are with God, because it's all good when life is good, but when you've been tested, can you maintain that relationship with God? Can you see the benefits of that outcome? But just another thing, just to end it, like, as Christians, it's not inevitable. Don't let nobody lie to you. Like, I've just got my own mindset. Like, it's not inevitable that bad things will happen. Bad things will happen. People will die. You'll get diabetes. You'll fall and lose your finger. God knows whatever will happen. But let's not, okay, we can be sad about it, but life goes on. Guys, I'm 25 today. I'm about to be 26 this year. Someone died at 2 years old. What did they do to deserve that? You know? Or, I've got diabetes, I'm healthy, I'm just trying to pump myself because it's shit. I'm not gonna lie, it's shit. But I'm just trying to pump myself to say, although I'm like this, not to look down on the next person, but I'm at a better situation than the next person. So with all things, they say, with all things, let us give thanks. Okay, let us give thanks, because God is good. I've got 2 legs, I'm walking, I got a job, I'm working, I'm earning. Okay. But that verse, guys, just gonna show you, you know, God tested me. God brought me to a prison. Like, my life last year, as if that didn't just happen, I had worse things happen to me, but where I am this year, I'm in a better situation than I've ever been in my life, and that's actually quite mad. I can tell you worse stories that will make you feel better about your situation. The fact that you can wake up and you have a house, somewhere to put your head, somewhere to put your head. Just the other day, someone broke into my car to take my coins from the coin compartment. Probably a homeless person, but just saying, you at least you got a bed. Even if you're on fucking job seekers allowance, excuse me, another issue of mine is that I swear a lot. If the government is helping you, at least you can eat. In this country, nobody is poor. We're all blessed. The fact that you're even in this country, you're blessed. Please go Africa. Me, I just come from Congo. I just come from Congo. I'm like, you know what? Had I had this sickness, it's like things like this. Had I had this condition that I'm having to live with, or I'm going to live with for the rest of my life, if I was in a different country, like where I'm from, I would be dead. I kid you not, I would be dead. You have to look at the glory in things. Things, you may not see it now, and I didn't see it then. You know, it took me about 6 months to kind of get over it, and I may not get over it. I have bad days, but for today, I'm just letting you know, God is good. Somebody say all the time. All the time. So just kind of let you know that whatever it is, you know, you may be going through the worst case scenario, but 1, see the glory in it, and 2, you will come out of it. And yeah, that is basically it. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like if you liked it, thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe. We are gonna keep this going, and just let's inspire the next person. Okay, so thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.